Hello students, welcome to Siddhapur Mathematics Academy. Already we started the integrals and I explained so many basic examples. Now in the today's class, I will start with the NCERT exercise 7.1. So already you are familiar. What is integration? Integration is the reverse process of differentiation. That's why it is also called antiderivative. Understood? So already I explained that concept. Here, find the antiderivative, that is all integrals of the following functions by the method of inspection. That means don't use the integration. We have to use the differentiation. By inspection method means we have to use the differentiation and we have to find. So I will explain that with all the exercise, all the examples. See, we have to find the antiderivative of sin 2x. That is integral with the help of inspection method. See, differentiation of which term gives you sin? Differentiation of cos gives you sin. Leave that sign as it is, minus, plus, whatever, leave that. Just tell me the main concept. Differentiation of which term gives you sin 2x? The differentiation of cos 2x gives you sin 2x. That means, write out. We know that differentiation of cos 2x. First write down. What is the differentiation of cos 2x? Differentiation of cos 2x is minus sin 2x, and already you are familiar with the chain rule. If the angle is other than x, we have differentiate that. That means differentiation of 2x is 2. But what we required only sin 2x. Rearrange them. Take minus and 2 both on this side. It becomes like this. And anyhow, 1 by 2 is a constant. This we can write like this. With the minus sign, remember, that is very important. That means when you differentiate this, you will get sin 2x. Understood? See here. Minus 1 by 2 we kept as this. Differentiation of cos 2x is minus sin 2x. Into differentiation of 2x is 2. They get cancels. Minus into minus becomes plus. You got sin 2x or what? Therefore, an antiderivative of sin 2x is minus 1 by 2 cos 2x. Understood? Just you have to recall your memory and go for differentiation. Differentiation of which term gives you sin 2x? First write down that with the differentiation sign, then rearrange. Is it simple or what? Yes. Moving to the second question. Second one is cos 3x. Find the antiderivative or integral of the following functions by the method of inspection. Yes, tell me students, differentiation of which terms gives you cos 3x? Leave that angle also. Differentiation of which term gives you cos? Yes, differentiation of sin gives you cos. And whatever is the angle, we have to write that angle. Differentiation of sin 3x is cos 3x into 3 by chain rule. Then rearrange. Only cos 3x, how will write? Taking 1 by 3 on another side. Yes. Anyhow, 1 by 3 is a constant. We write like this. Therefore, an antiderivative of cos 3x is 1 by 3 sin 3x. See, is it very simple or what is? Moving to the next question. E raised to 2x. Yes, tell me differentiation of which term gives you e raised to x? Of course, yes, it is e raised to x only. Differentiation of e raised to x is e raised to x. And the question is, find the antiderivative or an integral e raised to 3x. And already we are familiar. differentiation of e raised to 3x is, sorry, e raised to 2x, not 3x. Is e raised to 2x into 2. Therefore, antiderivative of e raised to 2x is 1 by 2 into e raised to 2x. If you want, you can differentiate this and check that. You will get the answer e raised to 2x. Correct or what? See, 1 by 2 constant, differentiation of e raised to 2x is e raised to 2x into 2. Next. Fourth one, this is the third one. ax plus b whole square. If it is the 2 means in the differentiation the power goes on decreasing. If it is ax plus b whole cube, then it becomes a square. So, differentiation of ax plus b whole cube is 3 into ax plus b whole square into differentiation of ax is a. But we required only ax plus b whole square. Just rearrange them. Just rearrange them. Then it is ax plus b whole cube is equal to 3 is also constant, a is also constant. Correct or what? Ax plus b whole square. This is 3. Yes. Now, therefore, an antiderivative of whole square is 1 by 3a ax plus b whole cube. Correct or what? Moving to the next question, fifth one. Sin 2x 4 in minus, it is minus 4 into e raised to 3x. Just recall your memory in a differentiation. Differentiation of cos gives you sin. And already we know that in the first sum it is minus 1 by 2 cos 2x. Directly I am writing. And here I want 4 into e raised to 3x. If I write like this, yes, tell me what is the differentiation of this. Why I am writing directly? Because after did so many examples in differentiation, we are familiar with that basic differentiation. That's why I wrote directly. Minus 1 by 2 I kept as it is. Differentiation of cos 2x is minus sin 2x into 2. Correct or what? Next here. Minus 4 by 3 as it is. Differentiation of e raised to 3x is e raised to 3x into 3. This 3 get cancels. Here 2 get cancels. Minus into minus becomes sin 2x. And it is minus 4 into e raised to 3x. That means what is the antiderivative of sin 2x minus 4 into e raised to 3x? This value. Because after differentiation of this, we got the required answer. Therefore, an antiderivative of sin 2x minus 4 into e raised to 3x is minus 1 by 2 cos 2x minus 4 by 3 e raised to 3x. I explained with the explanation. Already we are familiar. Now these are the examples in 7.1. Only 5 examples to find the antiderivative with the help of inspection method. In the same category, I will explain worked example. See, worked example is cos 2x. Already you are familiar. Differentiation of sin 2x is what? Cos 2x into 2. After rearrangement, or you can write correct. Therefore, I done the final result. Therefore, an antiderivative of cos 2x is 1 by 2 sin 2x. Moving to the next question, that is also worked example. Next example, that is also worked example. 3x square math plus 4x cube. See, we know that differentiation of x cube plus x raised to 4 is what? 3x square plus 4x cube. Correct or what? Directly we got the answer. Therefore, an antiderivative of 3x square plus 4x cube is x cube plus x raised to 4. One more example, 1 by x is not equal to 0. See, here we have two possibilities. We know that differentiation of log x is 1 by x. Here x is greater than 0. And differentiation of log of minus x will be what? 1 by minus x into differentiation of minus x is minus 1. Here x is less than 0 and after simplification you will get 1 by x only. Combining these two, combining above, see both we get differentiation of log of mod x, because both are possible, greater than and less than, is equal to 1 by x, where x is not equal to 0. Therefore, integration of 1 by x is nothing but log of mod x. Make the correction in your formula list. Log of mod x is 1 of the antiderivative of 1 by x. So please note on this and mark this. These are the examples related with find the antiderivative or integrals with the help of inspection method. In the next one, we have to integrate directly. Now I am moving to that examples. Students, moving to the next question. Here in the next question, the question is find the integrals of the following. Direct questions. There is no inspection method, directly we have to integrate. Sixth one, 4 into e raised to 2x plus 1. Students, please note down only in this example, because that example still we are not studied that method. Just note down in the after this exercise that method comes. By mistake it came. See here, 4 constant integration of e raised to x is what? E raised to x. But it is e raised to 2x. Remember, if it is other than x, that coefficient comes in the denominator. Please note down. And what is the integration of 1 with respect to dx? X. Any cancellation? Go for that cancellation. Only this question you mark, that I will explain later. Next question. Here we don't have a product rule, already you are familiar. Just remove the bracket, take x square inside the bracket. X square into 1 is x square. This comes here. X square and x square get cancelled, so 1 is remaining, correct? You are getting like this. They get cancelled, so 1 is remaining. Now tell me, what is integration of x square? Which formula? X raised to n. What is the integration of x raised to n? Integration of x raised to n is x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1. Can you write it directly? Yes. X cube upon 3, and integration of 1 is x plus c. Next question. Moving to the next one. 8th. Ax square plus bx plus c. Already were familiar. A constant. Integration of x square is x cube upon 3 plus b constant. Integration of x is x square by 2. Only c. If only number means x you are writing, or what? C into x plus another constant c I wrote. Next question, and don't mix. Students will have the confusion. Just for your reference I wrote. Next. Question number 9th one. 2x square plus e raised to x. S. 2 constant. What is the differentiation of x square? X cube upon 3 plus integration of e raised to x is e raised to x plus c. Root x minus 1 upon root x whole square dx. It is in the form of a minus b whole square. A square minus 2ab plus b square. This is before integration. Square root and square gets cancelled. Here root x and root x get cancelled. Now integrate. Integration of x is x square by 2. Integration of 2 is 2x. Integration of 1 by x is plus, because already in antiderivative in the first part I gave, and I told you in the formula list make the correction. Integration of 1 by x is log of mod x. So moving to the next question, question number 11. Question number 11. X cube plus 5x square minus 4 divided by x square into dx. X cube upon x square plus 5x square upon x square minus 4 upon x square. Go for a cancellation. This is x, this is 5 minus 4 by x square. Integration of x is x square by 2 minus, plus integration of 5 is 5x. And we know that 4 by x square will be written as 4 into 1 by x square. 4 as it is. What is the integration of 1 by x square? Minus 1 by x. Simplify that. Next question. Question number 12. X cube plus 3x plus 4 divided by root x. And already you are familiar, we cannot apply u by v method, and in previous classes already I explained these type of examples. As we did in the above, instead of x square we have a root x. So we have to simplify like a previous example. First we have to take root x separately. X cube upon root x plus 3x upon root x plus 4 upon root x. Before integration, first we have to simplify that. Root x means x raised to half, it goes up. 3 minus half. Here also it goes up. 1 minus half. There is no power means 1. And this I kept as it is. Why? Because we are familiar with integration of 1 by root x. It is x raised to 5 by 2 after simplifying. And remember, this is before integration. Now integrate. They are in the form of x raised to n. Plus 4 as it is. Integration of 1 by root x is 2 root x plus c. This is 2 by 7. This 3 and this 3 get cancelled. 2 goes up. 8 root x plus. Moving to the next question. Question number 13. X cube minus x square plus x minus 1 divided by x minus 1. See, if you are thorough in the fractions, you know that it is an improper fraction, because the highest power of x in the numerator is 3, in the denominator is 1. So you can apply division and you can convert. Or one more method, if you are thorough in the calculations and really if you are interested in mathematics, here in the first two term x square is common, x minus 1. In the next two term nothing, that means 1 I took common, and this bracket and this bracket are common. What is remaining? X square plus 1 divided by x minus 1. X minus 1 gets cancelled. Now tell me, what is integration of x square? X cube by 3 plus x. Integration of 1 is x plus c. That is integral constant. Next, question number 14. 1 minus x into root x. We don't have a product rule. So product rule, we are not familiar product rule in the integration. By parts is there, but it is not applicable for all. Again there is little bit change. Here I removed the bracket. 1 into root x is root x minus x into root x. Already same sum I solved in the previous video. Root x is x raised to half. Then how you write this value? Which formula? A raised to m into a raised to n. Add this. That is 3 by 2. X raised to half minus x raised to 3 by 2 dx. X raised to half is minus x raised to 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2. Then 3 by 2, it becomes 2 by 3. This is the final answer. 15th. Root x 3x square plus 2x plus 3 into dx. Exactly similar to the previous. Just remove the bracket and simplify first. First simplify that. This is 3x raised to x square into root x plus 2x into root x plus 3 root x into dx. This is 2 plus half. This is 1 plus half. This is half. Simplify this. X raised to 5 by 2 before integration. Integrate. That is x raised to n form. X raised to 7 by 2 upon 7 by 2. X raised to 5 by 2 upon 5 by 2. X raised to 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2. Simplify. It is 6 by 7 x raised to 7 by 2 plus 4 by 5, 2 goes up. Here 3 get cancelled. 2 into x raised to 3 by 2 plus. Next question. Question number 16. Two x minus 3 cos x plus e raised to x. Yes. Two constant as it is. Integration of x is x square by 2 minus 3 as it is. Integration of cos x is sin x plus integration of e raised to x is e raised to x. Next, question number 17. 2x square minus 3 sin x plus 5 root x. Yes. 2 constant integration of x square is x cube by 3 minus 3 constant integration of sin x is what? Minus cos x plus 5 constant root x means half. X raised to half plus 1 upon half plus 1 plus c. It is 2 by 3 x cube minus into minus becomes plus and it is 5 into x raised to 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2 plus c. One more step. 2 by 3 x cube plus 3 cos x plus 10. 5 2 is at 10. 10 2 goes up. 10 by 3 x raised to 3 by 2 plus c. Moving to the next question, that is question number 17. Moving to the next question, that is question number 18. Secant x in the bracket secant x plus tan x. Here we don't have product rule, but we can remove the bracket. Secant x into secant x is secant square x plus secant x into tan x. Integration of secant square x is the tan x. Integration of sec into tan is sec. Question number 19. Secant square x upon cosecant square x. See, it is very interesting if you are familiar with the formula. Can we write like this? Yes. What is the secant square x? Secant square x will be 1 by cos square x and 1 by cosecant square x will be sin square x. Correct or what? With the help of that, 1 by cos square x, this is sin square x. And what is sin square by cos square? Tan square x. And we know that we don't have a formula for integration of tan square. But with the help of identity, you can write like this. And without giving the identity, I wrote directly, because if you are familiar, in one of the previous class, I explained this integration of tan square x. Now, integration of secant square x is tan x minus integration of 1 is x. Moving to the next question, question number 20. 2 minus 3 sin x divided by cos square x. Here we don't have u by v method, but you can write like this. What is the simplest form of this? 2 by cos square is 2 into secant square x minus 3. Sin by cos square is tan x into secant x, because 1 by cos is sec. Square, two terms are there. Now familiar, integration of secant square x is tan x minus 3 as it is. Integration of tan into sec is sec plus c. Now we have a 2 multiple choice question in exercise 7.1. I will explain that. See that question. Choose the correct answer. The antiderivative of root x plus 1 by root x. The antiderivative is nothing but integration. Just integrate. Root x will be written as x raised to half, and I kept 1 by root x as it is because we are familiar with integration. Now integrate. It is x raised to half plus 1 upon half plus 1 plus integration of 1 by root x is 2 root x. After simplification, 1 by 2 plus 1 is what? 1 by 2 plus 1 is 3 by 2 in the denominator also. Otherwise, I will write one more step. Don't worry. This is x raised to half. 2 by 3 goes up. 3 by 2, it goes up 2 by 3. X raised to 3 by 2 plus 2 into x raised to half plus c. See, 2 by 3, x raised to 3 by 2 plus 2 into, which one is correct? The third option, C, is correct. Moving to the next question, question number 22. That is also multiple choice. Yes, moving to the next question, that is question number 22. If differentiation of f of x is, this value is given and one condition is given, f of 2 is equal to 0, they are asking f of x. See, if they are asking f of x means we don't want d upon dx. How you cancel d upon dx? That means don't rub. See, differentiation and integration are reverse process to each other. That's why I am integrating both the sides. When you integrate both the sides, that differentiation will get cancelled because integration and differentiation are reverse process to each other. What is remaining? F of x is remaining on left side, and on the right side I will write like this. Now integrate. X raised to 4 goes up. And these three get cancels. Minus into minus becomes plus, and because of negative it comes in the denominator. Now it gives you half hint. X raised to 4 plus 1 upon x cube must be there in the answer. That is present in either A or C. This answer. So answer is either A or C. And if you are thorough in the calculations without calculating, you can say that answer is A. Why? I will explain that. So this is f of x. What is given? F of 2 is equal to 0. That means in place of x if you write 2, f of 2 is equal to, this is 2 raised to 4 plus 1 upon 2 cube plus c. But what is f of 2? F of 2 is 0. 0 is equal to, here I am not calculating this because in all the 4 answers it is 129 by 8 means of course it is 129 by 8 only plus c. So c is equal to what? Minus 129 by 8. Write down that c value here. So c is negative or what? Yes, minus 129 by 8. This completes the exercise 7.1 in NCERT. Now I am giving you some worked example in that NCERT. Worked examples in NCERT. Integration of x cube minus 1 upon x cube into dx. We don't have u by v method, but you can separate like this. X cube and x cube get cancelled, so 1 and it goes up. What is integration of 1? Integration of 1 is x. Integration of x raised to minus 3. This minus into minus becomes plus. This is the answer. Next question. X raised to 2 by 3 plus 1. Yes. It is x raised to 2 by 3 plus 1 upon 2 by 3 plus 1 plus integration of 1 is x. It goes up. Next, integration of x raised to 3 by 2. Again it is in the form of x raised to n plus 2 constant. Integration of e raised to x is e raised to x. Integration of 1 by x is log of mod x plus c. 3 by 2 plus 1 is 5 by 2. This is also 5 by 2. It goes up 2 by 5. Plus c. Moving to the next question. The worked example. Integration of sin x plus cos x. Integration of sin x is minus cos x. Integration of cos x is sin x plus. Next, cosecant x in the bracket cosecant x plus cot x. So here we don't have product rule, but we can write by removing a bracket. What is integration of cosecant square x? Minus cot x. Integration of cosecant into cot is minus cosecant x plus c. See, with this it completes the first exercise of NCERT 7.1. In the next class, I will give methods of integrals.